Best Public Affairs Program. And the star goes to Open for Business Net 25.
It is a signal to the world that we are open for business.
We are now open for business. This is Cesar Vallejos bringing you yet another episode to guide you in discovering your passion and growing your business as we learn from experts in the field. Sama-sama tayong matuto sa isa na namang makabuluhang usapan tungo sa pagpapaunlad ng inyong negosyo. Ang Open for Business ay mapapanood nyo rin sa Facebook, sa YouTube. Siguraduhin mag-like at mag-subscribe sa aming social media page at Net25TV. Alamin natin, suriin mula sa mga negosyante, thought leaders at mga personalidad sa iba't ibang larangan ang mga strategies, trends at mahalagang karanasan sa pagninegosyo dahil tayo ay open for business. Have you been studying hard to get a degree and hopefully land you a job in the United States? Perhaps you've been wanting to be reunited with your family. Find out the ins and outs of your journey to the U.S. either as a visitor or as an immigrant from Attorney Marlene F. Gonzalez, a Filipino-American immigration expert with over 20 years of experience and proud owner of U.S. Journey Immigration Services. You might just get to be inspired to live your American dream here at Open for Business.
KU?
Menopause.
Yes.
Meron ka bang nararamdaman ng mga signs ng menopause?
Menopause really happens. In my case, I had a condition called endometriosis.
Miss Corina, ang ganda po ng hair nyo. Ano pong shampoo nyo?
Mapa-senior man KU?
My apos are here, they're here with me, and they give me such joy. And so, kung hindi ako magtatrabaho, how could I spoil them?
O Gen Z?
Nar is actually an accent from Australia. So like when you say no, you don't say no. They say nar.
Bida KU dito.
Sumay!
Let's just always choose to be kind.
Kaya ugaliin ang tumutok kung saan masaya at maganda ang simula ng araw. 10 a.m. to 12, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, kada umaga.
She moved to the U.S. with her family when she was 12 years old, and there's no looking back since. After earning her bachelor's degree in philosophy and eventually going to law school and completing a Juris Doctorate, here she is, championing the cause for immigrants, including violently abused women and Filipinos to know their rights while living in the United States. Please welcome Attorney Marlene F. Gonzalez of U.S. Journey Immigration Services. How are you, Attorney?
Thank you, CRV. Thank you for having me on your show, and I am open for business also.
Perfect. During my introduction, I mentioned about this American dream, di ba? I think I was very young then, and I always hear this American dream. Ano po ba yung American dream at bakit naging tinawag yun na American dream?
The American dream is about fulfilling your dreams. It's about having opportunities. That is what the United States offers. The United States offers opportunities that are not available in many countries around the world. The United States can allow somebody to have a business while working a job. The United States can allow people to have 3 jobs and, get their house, get their dream house, whatever it takes. Some people from other countries look forward to, I want to go to America so I can work 2 jobs, and that's the opportunity.
Okay, but attorney, what's your take on some thoughts that with after the 9/11, after COVID-19, things have changed also, and that American dream may also have changed in terms of dimension. Although I am seeing the data earlier, there's still a lot of immigrants, there's still a lot of Filipinos wanting to go to the United States.
That's correct. After COVID, actually, the United States began to suffer a labor shortage, including the healthcare sector, nurses and healthcare workers. And so, even though perhaps it was closed off before for nurses, now it's open for business, and they are needing a lot of workers. And so that's one of the types of immigration law that I do, employment-based petitions, by employers needing workers to keep their businesses open.
Wow, this is good. This is my first question. As a U.S. immigration expert, can you tell us a few myths or misunderstandings about visas and visa types? For example, can a person with tourist visa seek employment while in the U.S.? For our viewers, would you be able to tell us the differences also between a student, tourist, business, investor, employment, fiancé, or family-sponsored, and other types of visas?
Yes,
let's begin with that basic question.
Yes, I can explain all of that. So we have two types of visas, non-immigrant and immigrant. Non-immigrant is for people who are just going to visit temporarily. Whether it's a tourist or a student, when you graduate, you're supposed to go back. That's a non-immigrant visa. And immigrant visas are people wanting to get permanent residency in the U.S. So those are the two main types, right? Where people go wrong is they come to the United States with a tourist visa, and the officer asks them, "What do you want to do here? What are you doing here?" You're supposed to be saying, "I'm visiting family. I want to go to Disneyland. I'm just gonna, I want to see New York." But if you say, "I'm looking for a job," then you're returning. Denied. Yes. As soon as there's any indication that they are intending to stay, so you don't bring all your luggage. Marami kang dala, no? No, you're just visiting. So usually with kids, you tell them you're going to Disneyland, you're going to take the kids to Disneyland. Now, yung immigrant, you intend to live in the United States and work in the United States. Usually it's a longer process for immigrant
like for how
visas.
long?
So right now, sa employment, mga 3 years. Ganon.
Oh, 3 years.
Yeah.
The process is 3 years.
Yes,
okay,
just
but
because there's a backlog sa visas. Yeah.
When you say there's a backlog, there's a lot of applicants.
That's correct. That's correct. So the government of the United States only issues 140,000 visas for employment.
Is that figure applicable to the Philippines alone or total na yun?
The whole world.
Oh, the whole world.
Ang problema niyan.
So that's 140,000.
Yes. So
per
the
year
problem.
yun.
Yes.
Per year.
The problem is that number was set in 1965 when immigration opened up in the United States. It's antiquated. It doesn't reflect our society, our population. But Congress makes the rules, and Congress doesn't want to increase that number.
So, halimbawa, doon sa 140,000 na mapaprocess nila na visa, what's the percentage of Filipinos going there? So, out of the 140, are we at maybe 5% man lang? Or what percentage?
Yeah, sa Filipinos, well, it's kind of spread throughout kasi, it's spread evenly,
Oh, so like say there's a quota per country, is that it?
Correct.
Oh.
But, so because the Philippines has a lot, ours is a little bit farther backlog, mas mahabang pila. Ganon.
Oh, I see.
So that is the immigrant visa. It's still worth it to get an employment-based visa kasi if you do a family, say a mother wants to petition, U.S. citizen na yung mother, wants a petition for her son who's already 25. That's like 12 years. So I advise them, you can take a different route. This is why it's important to talk to an attorney to strategize and get your objectives, you know. Kasi if you
And that
don't,
is your expertise.
that's right, that's right.
Okay.
Consult with an attorney before you start anything, yes.
Okay. So that's the immigration visa. So kung 3 years yung process na yon ng immigration visa, what about non-immigrant visa?
Correct. So yung non-immigrant visa, student, let's say. A student visa could be depending on the course you take, no? If you do a bachelor's degree, 4 years, master's degree, maybe 2 years. So we talk about how we can strategize that. If you have somebody wanting to petition for you, come in as a student and buy the time in the United States. But as a student, you can't work in the United States. Yes.
So whatever your purpose is, dun lang. Or else
Correct.
you'll get
Correct.
into trouble.
Correct.
I see. But if the other type of visa would have a processing time of 3 years, sa non-immigrant, it's shorter. Like
That's correct.
How short is it? Or
Yung
how?
tourist visa and student visa, it's easy. You fill out the application and you make sure you have the correct evidence at the interview. It could be weeks before the interview, and you get interviewed, and you must have the right documentation. But when you do, they pass, you're coming in as a student or a tourist.
What's the normal processing time?
In my experience, because they come to me, right? They want to figure out, how can I come? How can I live permanently in the United States? So, okay, if you come as a tourist, you can change status to investor, and then eventually get an employer to petition for you.
So like for example, you plan to go this year, dapat you should have applied earlier, months earlier.
That's
I see.
correct. I had a client recently that got the interview right away. Ganon.
I see. So
Yes.
depende rin dun sa kaso
Sa
mo, may ganun
visa,
ba?
yeah. Depende. Kung student or tourist, mas mabilis.
I see.
Yeah.
Oo. Pero ano yung mga cases na sobrang napapabilis naman? Na, like say for example, you will not go through that long process. May ganun ba, attorney?
So ngayon, yung pumasok ng student or tourist, no? Then ended up marrying a US citizen. Green card application yon. Ngayon, they are so busy, they got rid of the interview requirement. So, sinasubmit lang namin yung evidence na tunay na marriage yon, tsaka yung medical exam nila. Tapos na-approve without an interview kasi busy talaga sila.
So you also mentioned, attorney, that of these words, green visa.
Yeah.
So parang siyempre, pag sinasabi, naririnig din natin yan.
Yeah.
Maraming mga Pinoy
Yung
na
mga green
nanonood
card,
ngayon
green
na
card.
open for business. Sabi nila, ano ba yung green visa? So siyempre, sa mga ibang hindi naman gusto mag-travel kahit saan, di ba? Ano ba ang green visa na ito? Kulay green ba ito? At bakit tinawag na
yeah.
green visa?
That's a good question.
Okay.
Actually, it's a permanent resident card that originally it was green and then it turned white. I think now it's green again. It's just the color that they chose to make the card. Pero what it is lawful permanent resident card, LPR. LPR ka ba, USC ka ba, US citizen ka ba, or LPR? LPR yung status. Yung card happens to be green. At one point it was white. Pero ngayon green na naman, I think.
So bottom line is, it's the permanence of your residence there.
That is correct.
Ah, okay.
That is correct. Ngayon, yung mga pumapasok ng tourist visa, pag nag-overstay sila, nagti-TNT, overstay, ganon. But if they marry a US citizen, pwede pa rin sila makakuha ng green card miski overstay. Kasi forgiven yon pag spouse mo US citizen.
I see. Okay. So yung basta pag may green card ka or green visa, you are a permanent resident in the US.
Correct.
And when you are a permanent resident there or you have a green card, meaning you can study there, you can work there, you can establish your own business there.
That's correct. You
Okay.
can do anything. And so
Okay.
that's the American dream, right? Having the green card, you can have a business, you can work whatever jobs you want, you know. Your kids can go to school, whatever university, you know.
So, attorney, paano naman yung dual citizen?
When you say dual citizen, ibig sabihin, may citizenship na siya sa US. Permanent resident status is not citizenship. Yan, ang tanong ng mga tao, how can I become a citizen? No, you have to be a permanent resident first before you can apply for citizenship. Kaya,
So, dadaanan mo yon. So,
first,
kailangan
ang first
maging
step,
permanent resident ka.
If you got permanent residency through a spouse, a U.S. citizen spouse, after 3 years, you can apply for citizenship.
After 3 years
3 years
pa.
lang. Everybody else who got their green card in any other way, after 5 years. I just applied for my Filipino citizenship, by the way.
So you're a citizen.
I'm a dual citizen.
You are a dual citizen.
Yes.
I
So
see.
that means, as a citizen of the United States, if I choose to live here for 5 years, I won't lose ever my citizenship. But if I'm a permanent resident, if I stay here for more than 1 year and I try to go back, they may say, you are no longer a permanent resident. You have been living outside the United States.
I see.
Kaya we encourage clients to apply for citizenship para if you want to go back to the Philippines, to live there for a while, you will never lose your citizenship sa US.
I see, because they can check the length of your stay outside the country. I see.
Makikita nila pagpasok mo. How long have you been out? 1.5 years. Oh, we're gonna revoke your permanent resident status kasi hindi ka tumira dito. Hindi ka na nakatira dito. Ganon.
So, pero pag citizen ka, so kahit na gaano ka
they
katagal
don't
dito.
care, yes.
I see.
So that is a big advantage to have dual citizenship if you want to live any place in the world actually.
I see. So, ang kagandahan nito, Pilipino ka pa rin, pag pumunta mo ka naman doon, US citizen ka rin.
Correct.
So, hindi ba nawawala yung pagka-Pilipino mo kapag meron kang ibang citizenship?
Hindi. Pero, when it comes to property rights, siguro, you're inheriting property, ganon. Siguro, yung mga laws ng Philippines requires na Philippines citizenship.
I see. Oo.
Yeah. But otherwise, for the most part, kung walang property issue, walang inheritance issue, hindi ka naman titira dito, kung naging citizen ka na, there's no need for dual citizenship. Maraming naging US citizen na hindi na nag-apply.
I see.
Ako, I applied for dual citizenship kasi I love to travel.
I see.
I want to be able to show my Filipino passport sa Cuba, where they don't like Americans, ganun.
Oh, interesting.
Hindi ako Amerikano, sabihin ko.
When did you acquire your US citizenship?
When I was 18 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, we came here to the United States when I was 12. Then after 5 years, we applied for citizenship.
Ano ba ang gusto ng mga Pilipino doon? Yung iba, pag pumupunta na sa Estados Unidos, parang although may mga nalalaman kami na kaunti lang naman, na parang medyo nawawala na yung pagka-Pilipino.
Yes.
O parang medyo pati yung values nila iba na.
Yes.
So, what's in the Filipino community that makes you really still a Filipino?
Many, including myself, we identify with being Filipino. I'm Filipino. I was born in the Philippines. I came here because I came to the United States because my mother had that American dream. That was her dream. But I benefited from it, Maraming Filipino doon na naging US citizen na that still want to help the Philippines, that are still tied to the Philippines. They want to help their family. They want to help the country. So I came here nung last year sa trade mission. And yes, I saw, wow, the Philippines is open for business. I want to do business with the Philippines. I want to help this is the land of my birth. Diba? I want to help.
And we thank you for that, Attorney, because that is really what the Philippines needs. Like, if you have been successful outside the country, you go back to your roots.
Yes.
And then you help, the country, and also eventually give them job opportunities as well in other
Yes,
lands.
I like that because that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I actually am setting up a recruiting agency for nurses and healthcare workers.
Wow,
So we're trying to put together a big pool of nurses that I can present because the employers in the United States, my clients are telling me, we need people, where are the people? And then our clients abroad are telling me, we need jobs, where are the employers? I'm going to match make them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what's the demand in terms of that healthcare services? In terms of
Strong.
figures, gaano ba?
I don't have the figures memorized, but they are expecting within the next 10 years, 30, ganon.
Ito yung more on the healthcare or the
Sa healthcare
nursing.
lang. Sa demand ng other workers is also huge. I am petitioning for, well, my clients that I'm helping, we're petitioning for cooks, truck drivers, even computer intelligence analysts, ganon. Yeah. Malaking demand because there again, it is the land of milk and honey. We have a lot of opportunities, but we need the manpower.
Pero bakit po sa healthcare malakas din ang demand? Of course, you mentioned other jobs, but why healthcare? Is it a problem or a result of COVID-19?
Yes.
Or is it also the aging population or unhealthy ba ang mga Amerikano?
All of the above. All of the above. Maganda yan. Unhealthy din. Yes, all of the above. They have a lot of health problems. They're getting older, the population. COVID, the nurses and healthcare workers are burnt out. Ngayon, wala din silang, yung mga teachers ng nurses doon, they're also burnt out and aging. So shortage talaga yung nurse and healthcare workers. So all of the above. Maganda yung sinabi mo lahat.
Okay. Pero siyempre narinig na natin to sa government and also in a lot of publications that iba daw kasi mag-alaga ang Pilipino. So kayo,
Totoo yun.
Totoo ba yun?
Totoo.
At bakit po ba? Kunyari kayo, na-expose na kayo sa mga ospital doon. Di ba? Ang daming health insurance doon, di ba? At doon, napaka-establish ng healthcare system yata. Pinipili ba tayo? Parang ganyan?
Oo, alam nila kasi sa ugali natin, malambing tayo, caring tayo. Nakikita nila yon. Nakikita nilang difference. Kasi above and beyond tayo. Totoo yun. Kasi marami akong nakikitang workers, di ba? Totoo yun. Gusto nila, yung gusto ko yung Filipino kasi masipag, mabait, caring, tsaka sa healthcare. Yun. I was just talking to a nurse. Actually, on my way here, we were sitting next to each other on the plane. She's retired, and she was responsible for hiring. And sabi niya, the preference, siyempre, you can't have preferences naman, bawal yon, pero gusto nila yung mga Filipino.
I see. Pero paano naman, attorney, yung ibang nababalitaan natin na may discrimination? O sabihin natin, hindi sa healthcare, pero hindi lang Pinoy, di ba? Minsan may Asian discrimination.
Yung Asian hate crime ngayon, it's sad.
Saan nagmumula yun? Kasi I spoke one time with one of the fashion designers based there, si Miss Natori, di ba? But I think she guested also in Open for Business via Zoom. So sabi niya parang she really condemns, hate crimes as well. Specific areas lang ba yun sa Estados Unidos?
Hindi. It's across the United States, unfortunately. Dahil yung maraming misconception dun sa COVID, Akala ng mga ibang tao na Asian is Asian, Chinese, Asian, they're all the same. So, it's sad. Tapos yung na-target nila dahil biniblame nila yung Asian sa Asian sa COVID, ganon, dahil sa ex-president din namin kung anong sinasabi-sabi sa Asian, ganon. Sad, it's sad.
So, is there in your, siyempre lawyer kayo, so
Yes.
parang isa sa mga advocacy yan yun, to really fight for abused women. What are your initiatives or your, some of the ways that you do to somehow address these concerns?
Yes.
May lumalapit din ba? Kasi yung iba baka nilalapitan lang kayo, hindi lang sa immigration, but this could be other cases.
That's correct. I feel compelled to educate the population, the immigrant communities, whether they're from the Philippines or other countries. Kasi knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And if they knew what they were doing, they would be able to attain their goals or objectives. Sa atin, yung under the Violence Against Women Act, yun. I would generalize kasi maraming Filipina, but it also happens to men na yung babae na US citizen ang abusive, ganon. Pero sa mga ganon, May rights yung immigrant. Itong typical situation
Okay.
Let's say pumasok yung babae ng student.
Okay.
Tapos
Pilipina yun.
Pilipina.
Pilipina.
Tapos nung student siya sa college, she fell in love with an American.
Okay.
Ganon. Ngayon, nag-asawa sila, nakuha niya, mamaya hindi pala abusive pala yung lalaki.
Okay.
Ayaw ipapetition ng green card. Kasi iniisip nung abusive spouse na pag pinetition kita, iwan mo ko. Ganon yung abuse, ganon.
So kasi kailangan mag-agree yung asawa, yung spouse.
Kasi yung petition na yon, petition by the spouse for the foreign
wife.
spouse to get residency. Dalawang parts yun eh. So, under the Violence Against Women Act, which also applies to men, pwedeng mag-self-petition yung foreign spouse, let's say the Filipina, if she needs to prove na tunay na marriage yon.
Okay.
Na may bills sila together, may anak pa pala sila, dalawa ng anak nila, and then they've been married 3 years, hindi pa siya pinipetition. Tapos may abuse. Ngayon,
So kailangan patunayan niya rin
patunayan niya. Kung hindi physical, hindi battery, ganon, we do a psychological evaluation na siya verbally o kaya mentally, psychologically abused.
And then that's the time that they can grant her.
Correct, a green card.
I see. Yun ang hindi alam ng karamihan doon.
Correct. So ang problema niyan, isolated yon, yung taong yon. Kaya kailangan, when I'm talking to people, I'm talking to their friends and church members. That maybe you know somebody who wala pa rin siyang green card, 4 na taon na. Maybe you can bring their attention to this, that they have rights to apply for their green card, ganon. Usually, church members, police. Kasi yung police, pag dumating na, wala kang status, ganon. You should talk to an immigration lawyer.
I see. Wow, interesting. Okay, there's a lot of questions pa. Ito yung yung sinabi niyo na rin kanina, at kahit na karaniwang Pinoy alam ito, TNT. Tayo ba ay popular sa ganon? Tayo ba yung hindi naman. Kumbaga parang nagkataon lang na ginawang terminolohiya ng Pinoy ang TNT.
Hindi. Marami pa rin TNT. Kasi they hope that they can find another way. Pag nag-TNT na sila, they hope that there's still another solution to getting them resident status.
Okay. Assuming I am a TNT.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I am desperate really to either go home na or to parang sayang nag-TNT na ako.
Yeah.
When I go to you as a lawyer, what will you do for me?
Okay. I will ask you, may parent ka ba na US citizen o permanent resident?
Wala. Ako lang dito.
Kung may parent ka na US citizen or permanent resident, there is a way to ask for forgiveness for your unlawful presence. Kung wala, papuntahin mo muna yung parent mo dito maging green card holder. Tapos meron kang way to get permanent resident. Naging victim ka ba ng domestic violence? Oo. Yan, bawa yan. Yung asawa mo hindi pala Amerikano? U visa yan. Iba namang visa yon. Yung perpetrator hindi kailangan American. You could suffer domestic abuse from somebody who is undocumented or TNT din. U visa yon. Kaya it's helpful to consult with an attorney kasi kailangan ma-draw lahat ng facts.
At saka maraming pamamaraan kayo kung paano mas madaling ma-process.
Yes, yun ang role ng attorney to figure out, strategize.
So kasi, yung maaari yung iba, lalong takot lumitaw.
Yes.
Kasi kaya takot sila lumitaw, baka pagpunta sa isang lawyer, na siya agad? Balik ka na agad.
Hindi. Kasi lawyer
pakukulong
kami.
ka na agad.
Hindi naman kami immigration,
Pero, pag immigration ang nakausap niya,
wala na.
layas na yon.
Yes.
Parang you will be sent home immediately.
That's correct.
So,
yung nga natatakot yung mga TNT. Ngayon, sa Utah, where my main office is, may mga TNT, natatakot sila pumunta sa seminar ko, someplace else. Nag-organize kami ng free consultation para sa kanila.
Okay.
Para kausapin ko anong mga ways na magagawa natin. Yun.
So, hindi naman ito halimbawa, may ibang mga organizations or communities.
Yes.
Di ba parang sabi nila, pag merong ganun, nire-report agad. Meron bang cases na
Meron na may isang Pilipino tumawag sa akin, gano'n, na merong nagalit sa akin sa community, i-report daw niya ako sa ICE, gano'n, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Ang priority ng ICE, yung deportation sa criminals. Busy sila. Huhulihin nila yung nag-DUI o kaya nag-domestic abuse. Yun, huhulihin nila, ilalagay nila sa deportation yon. Pero yung mga nagsabi lang na, TNT yan. Hindi priority. Hindi priority.
Okay, this one. As a skilled professional, it may be easier to be an immigrant than others if a person is not a licensed nurse, engineer, IT professional, etc., or doesn't have any family sponsorship. What options are there for them to be an immigrant? Would the journey be more difficult and longer for them?
Not necessarily. So, as I mentioned, miski cook, miski truck driver, miski cashier. Meron nga akong Filipina pinipetition ng convenience store, yung gas station store, na cashier. Yun, miski ganon, pwedeng mapetition ng green card. Miski domestic helper, ganon. Caregivers, kailangan din yon. Yung nga lang, mga 3 years. But who cares? Kailangan nila No matter what, you wait 3 years. Ganon din. Kung hindi mo inumpisan, 3 years later, ganun pa rin yung position ng employer. Yes, so, posible, miski hindi yung mga skilled people.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Pero, attorney, is it worth it? Speaking of the American dream, can dreams be realized talaga if you're in the United States?
Yes, it is worth it. Because like I said, even if they wait 3 years, it's a green card. Hindi lang para sa main worker, pwedeng kasama yung asawa at saka children under 21. Pagpasok nila, na-approve na yung process na yung green card para sa kanilang lahat. Di nakapasok na ng college sa US yung mga anak nila, tapos nakapag-business sila, ganon.
Pero, economically, worth it din ba talaga? Are there job opportunities in the US? Kasi,
Yes.
di ba, yung ibang mga bansa, nung unang panahon daw, talagang kailangan, di ba? At kahit na ano pang trabaho mo doon, kahit janitor ka pa doon, waitress ka pa doon, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, sulit.
Yes.
And I had classmates were like that. They have many houses na. Is that still the case right now?
Yes. Actually, I opened an office in Phoenix, Arizona, kasi mas maraming Filipino doon kaysa sa Utah. At saka yung mga Filipino doon, business owners. They own already the home health care. They came in as nurses, ngayon owners sila ng businesses. Kasi
ito
alam
yung mga
nila yung
caregivers
nursing.
May caregivers sila.
Yes. Ngayon, nagpipetition sila. Miski relative nila, pwede na lang ipetition. Basta walang ownership interest yung relative nila. Kung may pamangkin, gano'n. Walang ownership interest sa home health care, gano'n.
Wow, interesting. Okay,
Yes.
sinabi mo yung mga non-skilled jobs. Ito, magandang tanong. With the demand in artificial intelligence growing, how can the U.S. immigration attract foreign talents, including Filipinos, work in America when it has intensified visa scrutiny? How likely is an immigration reform to be rolled out?
Okay, 2 questions yon. Kasi even with AI, yung labor talaga, yung mga labor jobs that require physical work, kailangan.
Yeah.
AI cannot replace that. Pareho yung scrutiny, same eligibility requirements.
Okay.
Immigration reform, you know what? They use it as a trump card, pardon the pun. Kasi pagdating ng elections, no? Yung mga politicians, itong gagawin ko para sa immigration, ganyan. Tapos, i-vote sila kasi sasabihin nila na pagkatapos ng na-vote sila, wala namang ginagawa. So, immigration reform, chances of immigration reform, very slim. It's so controversial. Very controversial.
Kasi gaano ba karami ang immigrants doon? So dito, halimbawa, this is 2021, close to 2 million Filipino immigrants resided in the U.S., representing 4% of 45.3 million US immigrants. So, ganun kalaki.
Yes,
So,
yes.
kunyari, ang sinasabi mo, attorney, ito yung mga pangakakuan nila para bumoto sa kanila. Ganun ba yun?
Yeah, yeah. Usually
go ahead.
sa mga undocumented ang may problema eh.
Oo.
Yung mga Filipinos na naghihintay lang ng visa, hindi problema yon.
Okay, pero attorney, kung meron ka na isang immigration ruling or immigration policy na dapat mabago sa Estados Unidos, ano yung, sige, magsabi ka, ano yung tatlo? Kahit ng tatlo
so
na.
if I were queen or the president, if I were the president of the
And
United
you will
States,
be the next president, yes.
tataasan ko yung visa quota.
So from 140,000 gagawin
100
mong...
gagawin kong 500,000. Kailangan, paano magsusurvive ang businesses natin kung hindi natin sinupply sila ng workers?
Pero ano yung naririnig mo dahilan bakit ayaw nilang taasan yung quota?
Medyo racist yung
Okay.
policies.
Okay.
Ayaw nila, mga immigrants, they take away our jobs. They
Ayan,
don't take
tama,
away
tama.
the jobs kasi yung jobs na hindi na ang gusto ng anak nila yan eh. Hindi
tama.
naman nila pinalaki yung anak nila
Sige.
para sa mga jobs na yun.
Pangalawa.
Raise the quota, tapos yung processing time. Ano ba naman? Nagbabayad ng mga tao ng filing fee sa green card application, $1,225. Tapos yung petition ng asawa, $535. 1,760 total ang binayad sa USCIS. Tapos 2 taon? Bakit 2 taon? Binayaran ka na. Wala ka bang workers dyan? Dapat yung mga workers mo, the more you earn, the more workers you should have to process these things.
At yun ang gamitan nila ng AI.
Yeah. Oo, AI. Wala namang crime. Approved na, di ba? Hindi na kailangan ng officer na titingnan pa tapos yung bias nila. Yun ang second.
Meron pangatlo ka pa.
Third, open up siguro yung mga investors visa.
Okay.
Be a little more and more investment opportunities. Kasi 2 lang yun E2 yung you invest in a business na substantial, wala namang amount. Yung isa, $1,050,000 to get a green card. Pangmamayaman lang naman yun. 800,000.
So parang kumbaga ang pwedeng mag-open lang doon, parang kunyari from dito multinationals na,
Yes.
'di ba? It could be
Yes.
the conglomerates here na. Yung mga Pilipino, pwede silang magtayo na doon kung meron na silang pag green card holders na sila.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Pero halimbawa dito, 'di ba, uso sa Pilipinas din yung mga incentives in terms of taxes, di ba?
Yes.
Lalo na kumbaga nasa economic zone sila. Doon ba uso din yon?
Yung sa EB5 investor, pag high unemployment area, 800,000 lang ang kinakailangan nilang investment. Otherwise, sa regular areas, $1,050,000. So malaki-laki din yon for most people, prohibitive for most people.
I see. Going to your advocacy on women, please tell us about the work you do for Violence Against Women Act and how you fight for them to stay legally in the U.S.
At one point, I was a nonprofit lawyer. For 6 years, I worked for a nonprofit agency. All I did was VAWA cases. Puro VAWA lang. Kaya marami akong alam sa VAWA. Yung mga colleagues ko, akong tinatawagan pag may tanong sila sa VAWA. So yun, alam mo, minsan, pag napaiyak na ako sa consultation, ay, pro bono ka na. Don't worry, hindi kita i-charge, ganon. Kaya ini-inform namin yung mga tao. Minsan naman may tumutulong sa kanila. Pero yun nga, yung gusto ko ma-protect naman, especially sa all immigrants, but especially our kababayan. May mga Pilipina na ako na, ay, don't worry. Sige, tulungan kita.
Pero sa dinami-dami ng attorney, talagang lahat ba nasala mo rin na are they really abused? Parang sinabi mo rin na ba na sana hindi ka na pumunta dito? Sana hindi ka na nag-American dream? Ganun ba?
Hindi. Kasi talagang sa umpisa, tunay na tunay yung relationship, nagmamahalan. Hindi. Tapos minsan, that. Kung alcoholic yung tao, ganun. Di nagbago yung lalaki, ganun. So, ano naman, it's worth pursuing kasi marami naman, yung percentage, tunay na marriage. Maraming happy. Miski na meet sila sa online, di ba ngayon? Maraming nag-meet online.
Yes.
How did you meet? So, yun ang first tanong ko, no? How did you meet online? It's okay. Marami akong successful, happy marriage process na online. So, by that, hindi naman indicative na ma-abuse sila.
I see. Interesting. Okay. This has been a very long conversation. I know that you will also appear in other shows on Net25, and thank you so much for supporting the network. And I'm sure you can guest again so you can explain more of these kasi napaka...
There's a lot, diba?
But attorney, ito bago natin tapusin, masasabi ko na when I read your CV, your background, and the articles that were written about you, you are one of the Filipinos or a Filipina who raised the Philippine flag, and you make us proud. You share your expertise and knowledge and experience, and you want to help more Filipinas.
Yes.
Ano pa ba ang kulang sa inyo? Ano pa ba ang gusto nyong maitulong pa sa mga kababayan nating Pilipino? At lalo na nasa Open for Business tayo, ano yung mga tips ninyo rin na para sa mga ibang gustong magnegosyo or ibang tumulong katulad niyan? Sabi nyo nga, sa VAWA kayo. Kumbaga, yun ba bumabalik din sa inyong personal life? Do you find satisfaction there? So what are your tips also to entrepreneurs, small businesses, and a lot of professionals and Filipinos and Filipinas like you na bumabalik dito sa Pilipinas at tutulong sa mga kababayan natin?
Yes. Okay. So the reason I do that is because I want to give back to the community. I am the result of my mother's hard effort as a nurse, diba? She came and sacrificed and to bring her family. Ngayon, I fortunately I have been educated. And now with my education, I can help people and give back to our Filipino community. Kasi ako yun. That's my identity. Dinala kami ng mami ko doon. Pero ako Filipino, I speak Tagalog. 12 years old pa lang ako nung lumipat kami. But I never lost my language, my mother tongue. I want to give the Filipinos opportunity for work. Kasi nakikita ko, naghahanap ng workers yung mga American companies. They're going to fail. Many restaurants have closed simply because they can't find cooks and workers. So, in order to stimulate the global economy, we want to show that the US is open for business, the Philippines is open for business. We need to all work together. We can make the world go around like that. And everybody is economically stable. Yan, gusto ko makita.
Wow, that's a very inspiring closing for this conversation. And I hope that you can visit the set again because there's a lot of questions prepared. But this is a very inspiring. And of course, I'd like to thank Jenny and Ardy also for bringing you here in the Philippines, the world-class Filipina, Attorney Marlene F. Gonzalez, attorney at law and owner of the U.S. Journey Immigration Services. Open for Business. We'll be back. Stay tuned.
Aaksyon sa lahat ng problema. Walang uurungang reklamo. Re-responde anumang sitwasyon. Kung kayo po ay may sumbong, mag-text lamang po sa 0915-415-1035. Mag-email din sa responde@net25.com. Pwede rin kayo magpadala ng inyong po mensahe sa ating pong Facebook page at Net25TV. Walang imposible at lahat may solusyon sa mga totoong certified e-responder.
Kwentuhang makaka-relate kay you.
Menopause. Meron ka bang nararamdaman ng mga signs ng menopause?
Menopause really happens. In my case, I had a condition called endometriosis.
Miss Corina, ganda po ng hair nyo. Ano pong shampoo nyo?
Mapa-senior man kay you.
My apos are here, they're here with me, and they give me such joy. And so, kung hindi ako magtatrabaho, how could I spoil them?
O Gen Z.
NAR is actually an accent from Australia. So like when you say no, you don't say no. They say NAR.
Bida kayo dito.
Sumay!
Let's just always choose to be kind.
Kaya ugaliin ang tumutok kung saan masaya at maganda ang simula ng araw. 10 a.m. to 12, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, kada umaga.
Magandang araw, magandang araw.
Kwento sa likod ng mga viral video sa social media.
Pakilalang tauhan ng isang na nasangkot sa isa pang viral road rage incident. Uso ngayon ang road rage. You were able to have the driver's license of Mr. Gonzalez revoked after that video went viral.
Dahil dapat alam mo ang totoong balita.
It wasn't a fair agreement. Walang kalaban-laban yung siklista nung pinirmahan niya yan.
Nalaglag na daw doon sa tubig at pinagdabaril pa yung tubig kung saan siya nalaglag.
Kasama sina Ali Soto at Pat Pidaza ng ASPN. Ano sa palagay nyo? Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 10 ng umaga. Dito lang sa Net25.
Ang iinit ng ulo ng ating mga kapulisan. Pero umuulan na ngayon, so sana humupa na ang inyong mga maiinit na ulo.
Open for Business is at the helm. Cyber hygiene. Everyday teenagers and children are exposed to the dangers and threats posed by cyber criminals due to the amount of time they spend online. According to a recent report by a cybersecurity firm, 73% of teenagers said they can't imagine life without a smartphone, with half even saying they take their phone to bed. Among kids, 44% aged 8 to 16 are always online, often visiting entertainment and social media apps. Around 40% of these children reveal sensitive information online, including their home address. The firm also mentioned that 37% of kids have experienced online dangers such as bullying, financial threats, and inappropriate content. Ang nakakaalarmang datos na ito ang nagtulak sa Department of Education na isailalim sa workshop ang mga guro tungkol sa basic cybersecurity sa tulong na rin ng mga eksperto sa naturang larangan. Nauna nang binigyan ng kaalaman tungkol sa cyber resilience ang mga nasa Quezon City at Valenzuela. Sa hanay naman ng mga magulang, malaking tulong ang pagkakaroon ng parental control software na kadalasan ay may kasamang internet security solutions para makontrol ang oras na ginugugol ng mga anak sa internet. Ang isa pa ay ang antivirus software programs na pumipigil naman sa mga spyware at virus na posibleng manggaling sa mga website na nabubuksan ng mga bata. Higit sa mga ito, mahalagang maipaunawa sa mga kabataan ang wastong pag-iingat mula sa iba't ibang krimen na nakabilad sa social media, gaming sites at websites. Authorities are continuously battling cybercrime and other threats to young internet users such as grooming, identity fraud, trolling, catfishing, scamming, cyberbullying, and predators. Many legitimate businesses or cybersecurity companies offer solutions to these modern-day problems to keep your family safe against the dangers of cybercrime. You just have to study and explore your options.
This
We're in the sky! Kaya lumilipad na naman tayo. Sino ba itong uupo ngayon sa ating iconic chairs?
Finally, nag-guess na rin ako dito. Just canceled everything for you.
Talaga, ay naku, nakakatuwa naman. Medyo kakaiba ang ating papasukin ngayong araw. The Goodwill Resort with the Goodwill Cast. Woo! Tinur niya tayo sa kanyang bagong buhay.
Mundo.
Tamang-tama, pinag-uusapan sila ng lahat ngayon. Tingnan ka!
Ayan na.
Ayan na. Alam mo talaga siya, no? Yes! Tatlong buwan! Kinasal ka na? Yes! Ngayon natin malalaman ang totoo. So now, let's spill the coffee.
Spill the coffee.
Yes. And we're here at Net25. Ito ang tahanan ng Corina Interviews.
Po ang inyong katuwang tungkol sa usaping ito.
Nasa puso dapat ng Pilipino to love what is Filipino.
Kaya dapat ihayag ng saloobin.
Kahit gaano kasi karami yung doktor natin, ay kung may bayad din, baliwala din.
Paano makakabili ang Pilipino ng bigas?
Himayin ang hinaing.
Gaano karaming pera bang kailangan mo para maging masaya ka?
Alamin ang pwedeng gawin.
So I think the lesson is, pag may fake news, i-correct ka agad ng people concerned.
Sagutin mo agad. Mag-reality check tayo.
Check yun.
Check.
Check na check.
Double check.
Check the check tayo dyan.
Sa buhay, minsan lang dumating ang taong masasabi mong tunay na kaibigan.
Yep! At kapag siya'y natagpuan na, huwag mo nang pakawalan.
And our biz word of the week is undocumented. An undocumented person refers to a foreign-born individual that has entered the United States without inspection and not subsequently obtained any right to remain or stay in the United States beyond the expiration date of a visa or other status. This has become a symbolic term used to replace derogatory words like illegal or alien. As we get more and more interconnected, moving to a new country like the United States becomes more attractive, whether for study, work, family reunification, love, or simply seeking greener pastures. However, it may not come without its own challenges. It is important to navigate living your American dream through experts who can help you in your complex journey. Immigration services are there to guide you on your every step to becoming an immigrant, perhaps your lifeline as you start a new life away from the Philippines. And with that, our quote of the week is, "Everywhere immigrants have enriched and strengthened the fabric of American life. That's from the former U.S. President John F. Kennedy. Thank you so much, Attorney Marlene. Maraming salamat sa isang oras na pagsama sa amin upang tunghayan at magkaroon ng makabuluhang usapan ukol sa pagninegosyo at immigration dito lang sa Open for Business. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan nyo kaming muli dito sa Open for Business. Catch us too on Facebook, on YouTube, like and subscribe on our social media page at Net25 TV. We will bring you more insights from industry experts, thought leaders, CEOs, and featured SMEs. Together, let us help encourage business development in the Philippines, sharpen your business acumen, feel the pulse, and set the trend for as long as you're informed and open for business. Ito po si Cesar Vallejos. Marami pong salamat.